Last week, I built a one-motor drivetrain, but after building that, I wondered if I could possibly make a drivetrain without using any motors. To do this, we would first need to build something that could generate constant rotational motion without the help of a motor. The only other source of motion in VexIQ are pneumatics, so I decided to build an inline 3 engine using 3 cylinders. The cylinders fire at opposite times to push and pull the gear to make it spin, with the output coming from this shaft and this line of gears keeping all the large gears aligned. Obviously, this engine is much weaker than the motor. It can only spin at around 38 RPM, while the motor spins at 120 RPM. In terms of torque, the engine can generate around 0.16 Nm of force, while the motor can generate 0.414 Nm. To increase the speed of the engine, you will need to decrease the interval between firing times from cylinder to cylinder, but that would use up too much air too quickly, causing the engine to stall. To increase torque, more cylinders would need to be added, but more cylinders would result in more air being used up at a faster rate, which would result in the interval speed needing to be increased. Furthermore, due to the limit of 2 air tanks and 1 air pump per robot in VAQRC, you can't simply add lots of air pumps to replenish air pressure faster, or more air tanks to have a greater reserve of air. The one-motor drivetrain, as I explained in my last video, works by having a pneumatic-powered gear shifter on one side, so the drivetrain can reverse the spin of one half of the drivetrain, allowing the drivetrain to switch between driving forward and pivot turning. On the coding side, I just used some conditionals based on joystick position to determine which gear the gear switcher meshes with. As you can see, the drivetrain is around as fast as a snail, taking 24 seconds to travel the length of the field, far slower than your standard 2-motor tank drive, which takes around 5 seconds. So, in conclusion, by adding this drivetrain onto your robot, you become 5 times as slow, won't be able to support a heavy load, lose lots of space, won't be able to use any more pneumatics otherwise you'll use up too much air, and have to deal with an absolute mess of tubing. But you do gain 2 extra motors to use in the robot. If anyone decides to take this to competition, let me know because that'd be really cool. But thanks for watching and please subscribe.